Okay, we have Dennis with us today, and Dennis is going to share his story about how some of the trials and challenges that he has been dealing with, and how his pets have helped him get through that. So go ahead, Dennis, and tell your
Thank you.
story.
Hi. It's amazing how much the dogs, I call them puppies because they never grow up. They're always playful, no matter how old. My puppies have helped me. I was diagnosed with stage 4 thymus cancer last year in April, and it's kind of a dark time when you're told that, guess what, you're facing an end-of-life situation, and so I've had a lot of time to reflect on that. I have 3 dogs, Max, Emily, and Maggie May, and they've helped me overall. They give you the moral support, they give you the emotional support, they give you, to a certain degree, physical support, and so let me go through them. The moral support is knowing that you've got an ally there every day. My kids live in another state, so I'm basically by myself. I do have a couple of roommates, but basically by myself. And knowing that you have somebody there to be with you as you go through the struggles. I went through 3 months of toxic chemo. I took 2 of the 3 harshest chemicals you can take, which meant I was having some really bad days. And then I went through a couple of months of radiation after surgery, chest surgery, one of the most painful things. I don't recommend it. So, for example, Emily, she would lay with me every day, sit with me every day. She knew I was feeling bad, that I didn't want to get out of bed. And so she would be there and being a constant companion for me. She's my emotional rock, you might say. And then they help you move forward with your life. They don't allow you just to lay in bed as much as I'd like to, especially with the chemo. Max and Maggie May, they needed to have their walks, and the dogs needed to be fed. I feed them a couple of times a day, so you would have to get out of bed and feed them, and then take the dogs for a walk, because if you don't, then they destroy your house. full of high energy, you might say. And so you would take those walks, you would feel better because they're enthusiastic, they're happy, they're outgoing, they're just having fun, and it kind of rubs on you, and it makes you feel better. You've got the sun in your face, you're feeling good, and you tend to forget just what you're going through. And in that way, they help you physically get out, move on with your life. Don't just stay in bed and dwell on things. And I found that to be really helpful physically, to keep me moving. As well as, it keeps you with a positive outlook on life. You don't dwell about what might be. You dwell on just enjoying the moment and experiencing it with your dogs and taking a walk. And I found that to be very beneficial. Without my 3, I don't know how I could have made it through the 6 months and surgery and all. It's one of those things where, wow, if they weren't here to provide that support, I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
That's awesome. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.